This is Connecting Hearts with Rocky 99.1 and Economy Health System, along with the Cambria County Drug Coalition. Today, we welcome Stephanie Hastings. Thanks for taking the time, Stephanie.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for having me.
Stephanie is Pennsylvania Recovery Organization Alliance. They call it Pro-A. She is Recovery Services Community Coordinator. And what exactly is Pro-A, first off?
What is Pro-A? So we are actually the statewide recovery community organization, and what we do is a lot of advocacy, education, and mobilization around the state with different RCOs.
And what's an RCO?
It's a recovery community organization.
Gotcha. So you would have recovery community in Johnstown. You'd have one in Somerset, and you can help them all out.
We provide a lot of technical assistance. We would provide education. If somebody has a question, we can provide some resources.
Gotcha.
And sort of help them get to the information where they want to go. We would be there as a resource if they have any questions. We provide education to different recovery community organizations. We provide sort of mobilization to recovery communities and get individuals in recovery moving around different topics and movements, such as the recovery movement.
And people have heard, as we've had our initiative on the air here for a couple of years, people have heard this mobilization. Remind again what the mobilization part would be you're referring to.
A mobilization would be, for instance, the coalition in Cambria County is having a big memorial event.
Yeah, that's in Johnstown on August 31st.
For International Overdose Day. So mobilization would be, we would reach out to the different recovery communities around the area and around the state and put the information out to move people to the different communities to come out in support of that event.
Gotcha.
They just had a big event out in Lehigh County in May, and we sent information out to the different counties all over the state and assisted with getting buses and coordinating the information for the buses so that people all over the state could attend that event.
Nice. Okay, then that brings us to a really cool event that's going on. This is the Our Lives Matter Quilt Project. Tell me how this is working.
The Our Lives Matter Quilt Project, this was birthed from an idea one of our volunteers had several years ago around wanting to make a quilt to remember and honor loved ones that had lost their battle with substance use. And it was sort of mirrored after the concept of the Names Project from the AIDS quilt. So we started with taking a look at what was the best concept we could do and realized that we wanted to have individual panels that represented an individual who had lost their life to substance use. So we take those individual panels and then we sew them together, and we make blocks that are about 13 feet by 13 feet. And as we get them in, we continue to sew them together, and those blocks go out to different events for awareness campaigns, anti-stigma campaigns. It's really, we're trying to, as I mentioned, bring awareness around the nation's largest health crisis, which at this time, for us, it's the substance use disorder, because at this point it's been ignored and stigmatized by all segments of society for far too long. So our plan is to memorialize and bring a voice to those individuals who have lost their battle with substance use and the illness of addiction, and that's through the help of loved ones, family members, friends, and survivors. Our hope is that the magnitude of this crisis will be brought to light.
Cambria County is the first to actually host the panel making workshop.
That's correct. Yeah, Jason Relogio and I have been on calls for, a few years now, and this has been the topic of calls in terms of how to get movement around the quilt. And panel making workshop had come up several times, and Jason jumped on it and said, we'll do it.
Cool.
So, Cambria County is the first in the state to host a panel making workshop. So kudos to Cambria County.
Oh, we know how to make it happen, girl, here. We got you under control.
I'm learning that. I am learning that, yeah.
And that's actually coming up June 18th. It's the Pro-A Quilt Workshop scheduled for June 18th. and we're actually going to be the plans to debut the quilt at our International Overdose Awareness Day event at the end of August. So you could check the Cambria County Drug Coalition's website for info on that workshop. Also, I'll get some, and we can put it up on ours too at foreverjohnstown.com. And how about contacting you? Where can we do that?
For more information on the Our Lives Matter project, that can be found on our website at pro-a.org under our Family Supports tab. Clicking on the Our Lives Matter link brings up all the information there, as well as my contact info, or I can be called directly at 717-545-8929, and I'm at extension 3.
Thank you very much, Stephanie Hastings, all your hard work with the Pennsylvania Recovery Organization. Thanks, girl.
Thank you.
Connecting Hearts on Rocky 99.1, sponsored by Conemaugh Health System, along with Forest Hills Pharmacy, Yeager's Heating Service, and St. Jude's Haven Personal Care Home.
Rocky 99.1, the Laurel Highlands Rock Station.